Once upon a time, in a little kingdom not so far away, there came about a terrible crash. The banks and their friends lost lots and lots of money, and they were now in lots and lots of trouble. And then this kingdom did appoint a man to help, and he agreed to help everyone. And first he needed to give himself a very big salary, as the task was very difficult. He also gave his friends very big salaries too, and they agreed that they were doing very hard jobs as well. But then there was no money in the banks, so they borrowed money from some very nice foreigners, and decided that the people in the kingdom would have to pay for these very big salaries. But they promised to make all the little people's lives better with all this new money. They promised everything we wanted would be given to us, and all the bad things that had happened before would be put right. But things were not right. But everything was taxed, and there was very little left to take money on, except for their water. So they decided to take their water from them and make them pay for that too. No, this is not fair, said the people. But the man and his friends would not listen, as they knew their way was the best way, and all the other people were just silly. But now the little people became very angry, and they decided to say so. They came together many times to say no. Then came a time when the man wanted to keep his job with the very big salary, so he had to go ask the little people to let him carry on, and he would make sure that everything he had promised would then come true. This is not fair, they said. And from all the corners of the kingdom they came, and they marched, and they marched, and they marched, both young and old, as they wanted him to know they were not happy. They marched up the streets to say no to the man, and hoped all the little people would also say no to the man, as he had never kept any of his promises. So the moral of this story, boys and girls, is that you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you should not be able to fool all of the people all of the time. So prove this by voting for change on the 25th.